When was the last time that you complimented one of your team members? Or when was it the last time that you got a compliment from your team members? Well, don't we all love to get compliments, especially for the work that we do? Obviously, we do. And don't we all also want to give compliments to the people who've done an amazing work, especially if they are your team members? Yes, we would definitely love to do it, which is why in this video we're going to discuss about, or I will tell you about top 20 compliments for your team members. Well, you all are once again most welcome to Tutorials Point. Let's go ahead and learn about these amazing compliments which you can use for your team members. Okay, well, obviously the situation in which you're complimenting any team member or the reason for which you're complimenting could be different, right? So basis the reason, basis the situation, you have an option to choose any of these compliments. Okay, let's see which is the first one. Having you on the team makes a huge difference. So obviously when you're telling this to somebody, you are letting them know that they are extremely important for the organization and they are basically irreplaceable, right? So having you on the team makes a huge difference. Okay, you always find a way to get it done and done well. Well, this is something which sort of passes a message that the person is extremely solution oriented and is very, very focused and dedicated towards getting the work done, and not only done for sort of a tick mark activity thing, but done in the best way possible, right? So use this and it is going to actually create a huge difference in the life of the person whom you're complimenting, because compliments encourage people, and when people get encouraged, they put their best efforts to get the work done going forward. Okay, it's really admirable how you always see through projects from conception to completion. So for a person who right from the start has managed everything and taken it through success and has led it to the completion, to the point of completion of fruition, and actually has, throughout the entire journey has helped in the completion of the entire project, is is this compliment is specifically for such a person. And if you feel that there is someone in your team who really, really deserves to get this compliment, well, go ahead and use it. It is really going to be very, very motivating. Okay, thank you for always speaking up in team meetings and providing a unique perspective. Well, ideas are something which really, really help any organization to grow, and especially when fresh and creative ideas are poured in by all the team members, it creates a huge difference, because then the entire onus doesn't just lie on the person who is heading the project or the organization, but each and every person puts their best to help in the growth of the organization. Which is why if you feel this is a situation and this is the right time, or so and so is the right person for such a compliment, well, go ahead. Okay, your efforts at strengthening our culture are not unnoticed. If you want to let anybody know that whatever efforts that they are putting in, or whatever they are trying to do to make things work in the organization, you want to actually acknowledge all their efforts and all their hard work, well, use this compliment and let them know that whatever you're doing is not going unnoticed. Someday or the other, you're going to get the results of all that you have done till date. Okay, fantastic work. Well, the shortest and the crispiest way to compliment anybody. Fantastic work, great job, you did a great job. Okay, even when the going gets tough, you continue to have the best attitude. So for a person who is a pillar of strength for your team or for your organization, and a person who doesn't lose his or her wits even in the toughest times and still holds on and tries to deliver the best of the results, well, go ahead and give this compliment. No one deserves it better than that person. It's amazing how you always have help new employees get up to speed. Well, there are new people who join the organization, and to get these new people who are outsiders to the organization, to get them upskilled or calibrated to the level of rest of the team members is a very tough job. And if you feel there is any person in the entire team who does this work very well and who really helps to sort of pep up and calibrate and upskill the new employees who join the organization, well, there is no better compliment than this one. Wow, just when I thought your work couldn't get any better. So this is yet another amazing way to compliment a person. When you know, there are people in the organization, there are people at your workplace who every time, you know, whatever work they do is always better than the previous one, and they just give you a surprise every time. Just when you just started thinking that, wow, this was sort of, you know, the best work that I ever saw, or this is the best one till date, well, they come up with yet another better, you know, sort of a work or a better picture. And that is when you might want to give them a compliment. Wow, just when I think it couldn't get any better, you always come up with something even amazing. I couldn't imagine working without you. Again, someone who is sort of irreplaceable. Well, all the members are irreplaceable, and making them sort of realize this, or making them letting them to know this thing is something which is really helpful if you want to boost the morale of your team members and if you want to increase their productivity. Okay, your work ethics speak for itself. Well, again, some people who, you know, who really are very ethical, very dedicated, and no matter what, they will never go off track. They will always follow the right work ethics. And if there is someone of that sort, well, use this compliment. There is no other way to say it. We'd be lost without you. Again, someone who has shown you the right direction, a leader, especially if you feel a leader who has really shown you all the right direction, and, you know, without whose guidance you couldn't have gone far or further, or you couldn't have progressed, well, use this compliment. Thanks for always being willing to lend a hand. Again, some people who always are ready to help you, always are sort of available whenever you need them. This is the right compliment for them. The pride you take in your work is truly inspiring. Again, some people who just love their work and they take so much pride in the work that they do, well, this is what, you know, they should be complimented with. You're so great to work with. Again, a simple, sweet compliment, but really encouraging if used at the right place and at the right time. Okay, well, I am continually impressed by the results you produce. Again, there are some people who will, no matter what, never ever let you down, or will always fall right at your expectations and will come up to your expectations no matter what. Well, this is the right compliment for them, and they will always be ready to produce the best results. They will never ever let you down. Okay, thank you for being so flexible. Again, there are times, there are situations where, you know, we need such people who are flexible with their timings and who are versatile with their work style and everything. And if you feel there is such a person in your entire team, well, go ahead and give this compliment. It is incredible how thorough your work is. Again, some people are so careful, and they really meticulously and scrupulously observe every minor detail of the work that they do, and this sometimes is really helpful and is actually really needed. So if there is someone who is really careful about whatever they do and it helps you a lot, go ahead and give this compliment. Your work ethic is out of this world. Well, someone who is really ethical and you've not seen anyone like that, go ahead and give this compliment. You have an extremely healthy perspective. So there are times whenever there are team meetings going on, people pour in their ideas, their suggestions, They give a fresh, new perspective to whatever discussion is going on, and that is the right time to give this compliment. Go ahead and give it. Well, I'm sure all these compliments are really going to help you a lot, especially at your workplace. Use them and see the results that they bring in. Well, I'll see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with Tutorials Point and Tutorix. Have a good day.